fans and YouTubers. It's that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you. Another Sunday. Some of the last that will have a football. Today are the other two divisional round games that will determine who will be in the AFC and NFC championships between Kansas City Chiefs, Cleveland Browns, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. This video is a nice little shout out for Cole Beasley, former Dallas Cowboy wide receiver. He decided to take his talents elsewhere, and he's done well for himself. Basically, between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens, it was either going to be him or Dez Bryant making it to an AFC championship game for their first time in their careers. And for Buffalo, it's the first time in all of their careers, mainly because Buffalo has not been to an AFC championship since 1994. But the thing about Cole Beasley is it's been an on-off relationship after he left the team. Some fans despise him now. Some fans still adore him. But let's be real. One thing, the Cowboys were cheap. They tried to lowball him when it came to him being a free agent because they didn't really value him that much. And that's coming after Jason Garrett took it upon himself to basically get this man to unretire. Because if you think back to his rookie year, he actually quit on the team in training camp. And Jason Garrett talked him into coming back. And thus far, his career has taken off in Buffalo thanks to that. If it wasn't for the Joneses and Jason Garrett giving him that opportunity to come back and prove himself, who knows where he'd be. But when it comes time to free agency and the team doesn't value you, they just let you walk. And that's what he did when they lowballed him, basically. But that's not only the problem with him leaving. He took it upon himself to kind of badmouth the organization after the fact. Now, a lot of stuff he said was true. Dez Bryant can back it up. Bryce Butler can back it up. Lucky Whitehead, a lot of players that have left, all kind of say the same thing. It's not always 100% about football focus in the Cowboys organization. There's too many distractions. There's too much outside noise going on for this team to solely focus on football and win. And you see that he was not lying. Look at Buffalo. Everybody thought they were a laughing joke. But over the years, they've improved to where they're in a championship. And we are still sitting at home trying to figure out, oh, well, who we need on defense? Oh, should we re-sign our quarterback? Oh, God, is this the coach for us? Really? Buffalo doesn't have that problem. Buffalo hasn't had that problem in a long time. They drafted a quarterback. He's improved. His players around him have improved with him. The focus has been solely on football. You don't hear nothing coming out of Buffalo. It's a small place. You don't hear anything bad coming out of there. Cowboys? Oh, there's something stupid that the owner be saying all the time. Or the vice president, Stephen Jones, saying something stupid. I mean, Jesus Christ. Do we need the headlines every single week, Jones family? Really? How about you just shut up and run the team? Because you've been running it into the ground for 30 years. I mean, good Lord. But congrats, Cole Beasley. I mean, the guy had points where he was not lying about the Scott Linehan offense. It was basically focused on two guys at one point. Zeke Elliott, Dez Bryant. He didn't care who his quarterback was. He was going to force feed Dez Bryant and force feed Zeke Elliott. And when those two things didn't work, you saw how this team played. And that eventually got Scott Linehan fired. The Joneses saw it eventually. But, you know, Jason Garrett was never going to fire Scott Linehan. That was his boy. And now you hear Scott Linehan may be going to Jacksonville with Urban Meyer. If he hasn't learned anything being out of football, they can have him. But, you know, congrats to Buffalo for being in the AFC Championship. And congratulations to that bad man Aaron Rodgers for taking it to the LA Rams. The Rams, you kind of figured weren't going to be all that effective, especially if Aaron Donald didn't get home on defense and their play action stuff didn't work on offense. And it just didn't work out for them. After being even at 3, they were toast. It was over. Same thing with Baltimore and Buffalo. At 3 apiece, you thought, hey, this game could go down to the wire. And then Lamar Jackson happened. Not only did he throw a 101-yard pick six for a touchdown, he got concussed by basically having another mistake by a center, oversnapping the ball, him trying to make a play out of it, eventually getting himself a penalty for intentional grounding, and he concussed himself. All in the same move. So, all the people that say Lamar Jackson's way better than Dak and everything, if y'all want to say that, y'all can say that. But how many playoff games has he won? How many has Dak won? Right now, y'all on equal footing. It don't matter what you say. Same thing for Deshaun Watson. Y'all praise him saying he's better than Dak. How's his playoff record? Nope. So, y'all can compare all you want, but basically, they're all still in the same boat. Nobody's made it to championship weekend, and nobody's gone to a Super Bowl. So, stop the comparisons. Stop it. But, today we shall find out between two elder statesmen of the football world, Tom Brady or Drew Brees, who has it? Will it be the Saints, who have basically had the Buccaneers number all season? And I didn't know this, but a stat came up during the games last night that Tom Brady, this is the first season in his career that a team has swept him in the season. Can you imagine that? In all the years he's been playing, no team has ever swept him in the division in 20-something years. That just tells you how easy he had it in the AFC East. So anybody saying how great he is, look at the division. If you can't sweep this man one time in 20-something years, that tells you how bad your division is. So all this greatest of all time talk, okay, when the man can automatically basically walk into the playoffs every year, that's kind of easy to do. Same thing for Peyton Manning. He's not off the hook either. He was most dominant in his division too. But let's see Tom Brady if he played out in the NFC West against Russ all the time. Against the 49ers, against the Rams, Cardinals. I doubt you'd be sitting here winning the division every year over there. You didn't win it this year. And they say how hard it is to beat one team 3 times in a season. Yeah, well, the Cowboys disproved that theory years ago when we beat the Eagles 3 times in the season. Of course, that was the Michael Vick-led Philadelphia Eagles, too. The dream team. But congrats to all who have advanced. We shall find out today if Aaron Rodgers, the bad man, will be facing Tom Brady or Drew Brees, or if the next up-and-coming thing in Patrick Mahomes, the newest baddest man on the planet, has what it takes to beat a scrappy Cleveland Browns team who surprisingly shouldn't even be there. If all bets were covered against the Steelers, they should not be there. Cleveland got themselves into the playoffs, and they're making the best of it. Like we say, all you have to do is make it to the dance, and then anything can happen. And they are a perfect example. All right. I hope you have a good, fun, safe Sunday. Enjoy the games today. I'm still working on doing draft stuff, free agent talk. It's coming along a bit slowly because I'm always working, and but I will be getting to those eventually. There's what, 14 free agents or so. Offense, defense, special teams. We got plenty of draft talk because with the number 10 pick, we can go anywhere. We can stay and pick. We can move up. We can move back. Who knows what we're going to do with the new defensive coordinator. You don't know who exactly he'll be targeting. So it's going to be a very fun offseason yet again for this team. I'm excited. I can't wait. If my prediction holds true, we are still about a year to 2 years away from doing some real noise in the playoffs. If our offense can come back healthy and we can improve the defense to being at least average, we can do some things. All these close games we lost, we will win them. All right? Y'all take care. Stay safe. Again, if anything happens, we'll talk about it. Till then, VA Dallas Cowboy fan, out.